Hey guys, welcome back to Casey Crawls. We are back from Milano, Texas, where we participated in the Texas Spur. My first Jeep Jamboree didn't go just like I planned. Stick around, I'll show you what happened. All right guys, so if you watched the last video, you saw that we went to Milano, Texas to do my first Jeep Jamboree, and the first day was pretty good. The weather was fine, it was overcast, cool. Jeep did pretty good. The second day was wet, nasty, and we had a couple of mishaps. So first thing, was doing a little climb, and man, I don't know what was going on. It was really slippery, but had a ledge, let's see, like a rock wall to my right, my passenger side, and I was trying to climb up an incline, and it slipped, and it slipped over into that wall. So first bit of damage on Ole Sarge. The fender, got into the fender. I didn't think it did until I got out. This was all dirty and kind of brushed off some of the dirt and saw that, yeah, I got some paint damage on my fender. Not a big deal, but still a little disappointing. My slider got into it pretty good. That's what they're for though, so not really a big deal there. And I did get a little scratch on the mirror. But you know, the mirror is okay. Everything's okay. Kind of aggravated me that I got my fender into the wall, but it's my fault. Totally my fault. We took off, got up that trail, and going around. It's towards the end of the day, and I don't even know, was it Roy's Revenge, or I don't even know what it was called, but there was a trail that you get up on like a granite slab, and there's a tree off to the left, the driver's side, and I didn't approach it the way I wanted to, but I was following the spotter's direction. I think the problem is most everybody out there are in longer Jeeps, 4 doors. And I'm in a 2-door, which is significantly shorter. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I think it did. I probably would have chose a little bit different line, but again, not blaming anybody. It's totally on me. So we started up that little climb, the granite climb, and lost traction, and it flopped over on its side, and y'all saw that in the video. We'll put a few pictures in here so you can see what that looks like as it was sitting on its side. I was completely amazed. Check this out. So, damage report. The tree caught me, and it dented the hood pretty good, so I'm gonna need a new hood. Got into the fenders pretty good. This little, I'm sure that little tab can get poked back in there, but got some paint damage. But look at the rest of it. That's a bug. Get out of there, bug. Look at the rest of it. Not a single scratch. The mirror, I don't know if you could see that. Right there, the mirror got into it a little bit. The sliders didn't even get scratched. Nothing. The door is perfect. I didn't lose any glass. The top was on. No scratches there. I did get some paint damage on the rear fender. And that was it. That's really it. So, damage report, yeah. this trip is going to be a little more expensive than I anticipated, but you know, all in all, if you're going to flop it over, it wasn't all that bad. So, you know, now we got to get this thing all put back together. This is my daily driver, and it drives me crazy that I've got some spots on it that need to be fixed. Some trail damage. I don't like that. So we're going to get busy getting this thing back on the road, and Ole Sarge will be back on the trail shortly. So stick around. If you like what you're seeing, the videos, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. So I'm going to get busy tearing this thing apart, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so need a new hood. Got on eBay. I haven't been on eBay in forever, and I found a few hoods, but I found one right down the road. I just have to have it painted, and I'll transfer all the little plastic pieces from my hood over to this one. Okay, so we got the hood taken care of, or at least we have a hood. What are we gonna do for the fenders? Ladies and gentlemen, you know we're not gonna go back with the factory fenders. Nope, not on this project. I'm leaning on Genrite for some of their aluminum flat fenders, front and rear. I like the logo, pretty sharp. Before we can install our Genrite aluminum flat fenders, we got to get the factory fenders out of the way. A few bolts, a few clips, broken of course, and a couple of wires. Don't forget to clean up though. Use some super clean. Man, that stuff, it really works well. All right, guys, I got the first side done. Driver's side looks pretty good. Got the inner liner on, and so now I got to get busy on the passenger side and get that one knocked out. Then it's off to the back fenders. So stick around, and I think old Sarge is going to look pretty good. Oh man, look at that. Got the passenger side knocked out. That looks good, doesn't it? Heck yeah. All right, guys, that's it. I got the front end done, and I am going in the house to have a few adult beverages and think about how I'm gonna tackle the rear. So that's up next tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get those on without much fanfare, and we'll get it off to the paint shop. So we're in the shop again, and we're back on Ole Sarge. Today, we're tackling the rear. So let's get to work. Okay, so the first step is to get the old fender off. All right, guys, so now we gotta hang the liner. Yeah, there you have it. So I got to go in and cook some hamburgers. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll be back here. Well, it'll probably be tomorrow morning. And I'll get this fender on, and then we'll transfer to the other side. And then this will be semi done. I could get it on the road, drive it to work, all that good stuff till I find a body shop and get it painted. All right, guys, so I have been summoned. I've got to cook hamburgers. Let's see what's going on in here. I don't know what my wife is doing. Let's see what she's doing. Those stupid dogs. What's going on up in here? Why can't you cook hamburgers?
I don't cook meat.
You don't cook meat? I guess I'm the meat cooker. Ooh, this looks good. All right, guys, so I made some hamburgers. We ate, and I'm gonna get back on Ole Sarge tomorrow and hopefully get everything done. So there you have it. What do you think, Laura?
I think if you learned to drive, you wouldn't be having to fix that Jeep all the time.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, where'd we leave off? Oh yeah, I had to go make hamburgers. We're done with that. Back on the Jeep project. So we have got to get the rear passenger side fender mounted up. All right, so now I think all I have to do is get my nut zerts on, and then I could bolt the fender on, and this side will be complete. So we'll see. All right, guys, with the power of the internet, we're done. I think it turned out pretty good. Well, except for that big bashed up hood. Not too shabby. Lots of room in there. I don't know. I might can fit some 37-inch tires. What do you guys think?